Today I'm in East Vancouver at the Western Lake Chinese restaurant. We're not going to go in to eat. We're doing takeout. Look at this, look at this. I'll show you what to order, give you some suggestions, and let's go have dim sum at home.
A chance, be sure to dine in at the Western Lake Chinese restaurant. They're an award-winning restaurant with great service and many specialty dishes that you must try. From what I saw, the takeout prices for dim sum is 10% or more compared to the dine-in price. But all the dim sum is handmade, fresh daily. Nice touch with takeout orders include a napkin, spoon, chopsticks, and even a toothpick. An advantage of takeout dim sum, you can have your choice of tea at home. You're not restricted to Chinese teas in the restaurant. You can have any kind of tea that you like.
So these are the Chinese football dumplings. I started calling them Chinese football dumplings, and now they show up on the menus in Chinese restaurants as Chinese football dumplings. So they're shaped like footballs, also known as Hum Sui Gok in our Cantonese dialect. So it's made of glutinous rice. So inside it's soft and chewy, outside is crispy, and have the savory filling in the middle. Look how big they are. Eh? They're the biggest ones in the whole city of Vancouver. Prawn chive dumplings. They're at least almost 2 inches high, and it's all stuffed with chives and prawns. So thin, translucent wrapper, and then you can actually see the ingredients right through the wrapper. So these are the rice rolls, so thin rice rolls made of rice and water. So you steam it to put your favorite ingredient in there. So today we have beef. So this restaurant serves it with little Chinese veggies. We get the dipping sauce. Usually I just put the sauce right over the rice rolls. The sauce is usually made of light soy sauce with water and sugar. So you put this just before serving so it doesn't get soggy. So these are the Chinese meatballs, the size almost as big as baseballs. All meat. It's got little chives or green onions. It's got a nice dipping sauce. So dipping sauce, and that's vinegar. So vinegar works well with the meatballs because it cuts the grease. I think they've gone back better in quality recently because they're nice size, and they kind of shrunk for a while. And it looks like it's fresh. They were made to order today. Took 20 minutes. So these are the prawn and pork siu mai. So recently they've made the orders bigger again. I just noticed people eating in the dining room. And also fresh. They're made to order. It took about 20 minutes. I had to wait. So I know they're made to order. And look at that. So these are the shrimp and pork dumplings. So you got lots of pork and prawns with the fish roll on top. Egg wrapper. So the wrapper is made of egg and flour and water, and just enough to hold the prawn and pork. And they're huge, probably the biggest siu mai in the city. So here we have the layout for the dim sum at home. Total cost $42. So a lot of restaurants you get one order and it'll cost you about the same. So if you want to have some dim sum at home, just order takeout from Western Lake Chinese restaurant.
Today we have a recipe for a Chinese football dumpling. So why do they call this a Chinese football dumpling? Because the dumpling is shaped just like a football. So before we do our recipe, let's check out a famous local restaurant and see how they present their Chinese football dumpling. We're having dim sum in a parking lot. So we're having the pandemic restrictions, so we can't eat indoors. So this is a restaurant set up in the parking lot of the Pink Pearl restaurant. So they have the deep fried football dumpling. I call them football dumplings, but this restaurant actually calls them football dumpling as well. So I thought it was a joke, but it's for real. So you look inside one of these Chinese footballs. There's pork with Chinese mushrooms, dried shrimp, and a nice sauce. Now it's time to do my version of Chinese football dumpling. So let's get started. To take off the skin of the kohlrabi. So just slice up the kohlrabi. So chop up the kohlrabi into fairly small pieces. We're going to keep it fairly fine. So preheat some oil in the pan. You got about 4 to 5 ounces of pork, ground pork. Just grill that briefly. So put about a teaspoon of salt in there. Half a teaspoon of chicken base, or if you have any kind of chicken flavor, you can put that in there. You got about a cup of kohlrabi here. Give it a quick stir fry. So just put about a quarter teaspoon of sesame oil. So just put about a tablespoon of cornstarch with about 1/3 cup of water. So you got a nice little sauce going there. Put the filling into a bowl. The filling is all done. Just let the filling cool off for a few hours. You can add some boiled peas, or just thaw the peas out. Put some peas into the filling. So this will give it a little nice color and flavor. Now it's time to make the dough. Here we have 2 cups of glutinous rice flour. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. So just a regular white sugar. So just mix that up. And then we're going to add 2/3 cup of cold water. Next we're going to add 4 tablespoons of lard. So it's roughly 4 of these little pats of lard. Or 4 tablespoons would be about the same thing. So this is a good blend. So you can also use corn oil. And we're going to knead it for a few minutes. So here we have 1 cup of wheat starch, and we're going to add 1/2 cup of boiling water to the wheat starch and just mix it up. So next we're going to add the wheat starch to the batter. And continue to knead the mixture for another few minutes. So just put the dough back in the bowl. You got the dough in a ball here. Cover the bowl with a cellophane. So put the dough in the fridge for 1 to 3 hours. So this helps the dough relax. Also makes the moisture more even. It's been about an hour and a half, so we're just going to take off the cellophane. So as you can see, the dough is nice and firm. Just going to give it a knead here. So just press the dough into a ball, then flatten it. So you need at least a 1/4 inch thickness on this dumpling. Don't make it too thin because it could burst and leak. So next you're just going to put some of this ingredient in there. So you need about a tablespoon. And then you just fold the dumpling together, so bring the edges together. Pinch it so it doesn't leak. And then we're just going to compact it just slightly. We want to compact, and then you just rub the dumpling between your hands. This way you get the smooth edges. So it'll slightly point it like a football. So there you have it, ready for the next step. We made a run of 16 for this recipe. So I'm using peanut oil here. So I'm just going to put a little piece of dough in there just to see if it's hot enough. So it should have bubbles around it. So it's looking pretty good. So just hold the dumpling so it starts cooking. If you just throw it in, it'll start sticking to the bottom. So this way it gets a good start. Just be sure you don't burn yourself. And there you go. So it's good to put a splatter net around it because they do pop sometimes. Because of the lard on the surface, sometimes they pop, sometimes they split. So you have to stand back, be very careful. So this is a dumpling, you have to be very careful when you make it. Make sure all the... Yung ám bẩn hả mà? Wow! Hi, so there you have it, my version of Chinese football dumplings. Enjoy. It's ever crispy. The inside is really chewy, a nice savory filling. Gotta try this. So these ones have been cooked a little bit less, so they will be a little bit less crispy on the outside, a little more chewy on the inside, and then you also get the nice savory filling. These ones are a little bit less crispy on the outside. They're really chewy, more chewy on the inside. That's pretty good. So try different cooking times. See which way you like best.
Now you can order the products and ingredients that I use in my cooking videos. Just click the link below in the description for the Chinese cooking accessory guide. You can order everything online, including the wok that I use and some of the equipment that I use. Thanks for checking out my video, and please give me a thumbs up, and be sure to check out some of my other videos on this channel, and please subscribe. If you get a chance, check out my other channel, the award-winning Chinese cooking channel.